That team, I think we were the best team. They were the next best. I mean, they had already won a World Series and they were kind of in the playoffs every year. This was a really good team.
Anderson rips one. That is a blast and a good start to the
And those guys, those guys are winners. I knew it was going to be tough. I knew this could be the end of the road.
And the Angels win Game 1.
As we sit here now, I don't feel like we went into that season thinking about the White Sox. I mean, especially in the American League, it was either Boston or the Yankees. It felt like year after year in the ALCS. The White Sox just kind of popped up, and this really well-constructed team that could do a little bit of everything, especially pitch.
A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the high.
Jumped up and said, hey, don't forget about us. We're pretty good too, and they proved that.
He looks in. They're at third. The windup, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drop battle, and Joe Freddy, our Red Sox nemesis.
Absolutely. I mean, the fans been waiting a long time for this to happen, and
ball thing right center field, and there it goes to right. It's a gunner. A home run for Pierzynski, his second of the day.
I think he likes the playoffs.
So when we came out right out of the gate and just pounded them that first game.
Nosotros anotamos primero y me dio esa confianza con ventaja y al final es más fácil pichar. Así vino el jonrón de Iguchi también que fue clave.
やはり相手のセカンドベースマンがエラーした後の、やっぱり彼の独特なカーブを投げる中で、バッティングコーチとなんとかカーブを打ち崩そうっていう話をした中で
Give any team, certainly a good team like the White Sox, extra outs, it's gonna kill you.
If anybody says they weren't nervous or thought that he was going to get out of it without giving up a run, I think they're full of crap.
Ball 4. Home run, single, 2 walks.
El Duque es como un hermano. Es como un hermano, uno de los mejores pitchers en la historia del béisbol cubano. Uno de los mejores pitchers cubanos que ha pasado por el béisbol de Grandes Ligas. Pero la gente no conoce la clase de persona que es. A mí en lo personal me ayudó muchísimo.
One run in, the bases are loaded, and Veritek will come up to pinch hit for Mirabelli in the 8-hole.
Yo pensé que iban a traer al zurdo porque venía, recuerdo, era Jason Verde, Grafanino y Johnny Damon. Y cuando yo veo el Duque corriendo del bullpen, yo digo, ¿pero qué pasó? ¿Cómo van a traer al Duque contra el zurdo? Y hubo un momento que el crujado se frizó, oh my God, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Hey, yo veía al Duque corriendo, yo me rizo, ¿no? Y era como si lo traían agarrado por aquí, no corriendo, flotando así por todo el terreno. Y yo di un grito, va a dar el cero, va a dar el cero. Oh my God. Creo que era el hombre perfecto.
Veritek skies it. Konerko calls Pierzynski off, makes the grab.
I remember him telling me, everybody wanted to be a hero.
Pops him up as well. Uribe calls for it at short.
That's why I throw sliders. I just laid the guys swinging, and they was desperate to be a hero to win the game, and they got themselves out. That's what it was just a mentality about.
Oh, he gets him to go.
Don't throw that. I think the team playing real well. They executed the pitch. They play the same way they play all year long, and that's why the biggest reason we are where we are.
And you had a gut feeling about El Duque the whole time, didn't you?
Well, that's why we bring Duque here.
Cuando terminó el juego, él me dio un piñazo por el pecho. Me dice, ¿te acuerdas en el primer día de Spring Training que te dije que íbamos a ganar? Te lo dije, aquí está. Dile, hey, pero todavía falta. Esto es solo un juego. Pero ya él sabía, ya todo el mundo sabía, creo que ese juego fue clave.
Pitch. Cabrera swings and taps it up the third base line. Greedy has it, and his throw goes to first, not in time. Joe had a little trouble getting a grip on the ball. fans of the White Sox around Chicago wondering if tonight the White Sox can find a way to get a victory against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It is Game 2 of the ALCS.
That game was crazy. It was one of the best games, one of the most intense games, and yet one of the weirdest endings of any game that I can ever remember.
Here is Pierzynski.
When you are scout, you know, pick that. It's baseball IQ, baseball instincts. You can say you got a great arm, you got a lot of power, you got unbelievable hands, but if you not that baseball IQ, that ability, you not come the cross check, it's gonna be hard for you to play this game. AJ did.
I had happened to me the year before. Yeah, I was catching, and Bronson Arroyo was bunting. There's a ball in the dirt.
And he is out. 3 pitches, 3 failed.
And he went toward the first base dugout. It was the visiting dugout in San Francisco. And he gets right to the steps, and they tell him to run.
AJ never threw to first.
Jeez, he ran right away, so I couldn't tag him. And they're like, no, he has to give himself fully up going in the dugout. So kind of had just filed it away and never thought I would use it.
Full count. On deck is Freddy.
You watch the replay, you'll see me actually take a step back to the Sox dugout, and I'm actually watching the catcher. And in my mind, I'm like, if he rolls this ball back, I'm gonna run, because no one will be ready for it. And as soon as he lets it go is when I turn around and go. Watch again, I get to first, and I was actually thinking about going to second.
Umpire has now made a call and safe.
Because of that play, they've changed the rule now.
The home plate umpire said that ball hit into the ground. And that the Pierzynski is going down to first.
Running, and he got everybody by surprise. Like, why is running? You stupid. Well, I was.
So just to have that understanding, and in the moment, the crowd's going crazy.
What the heck just happened? Doug Eddings is the home plate umpire, and the Angels were walking off the field.
That kind of stuff just followed A.J. Pierzynski around. He was the perfect guy to be the center of the controversy. I think A.J. kind of likes that.
I mean, stuff happens. I don't know, I never shied away from it. So.
And that's into the left field corner.
It was a good sign for us.
The White Sox have won, and this only begins what will be an argument. Total frustration and disgust.
You know, it's tough. I mean, it was a tough situation.
This controversy will go on and on.
Winning around Mark Buerhle, you a warrior tonight, in a game that was critical against an Angel team that is really riding away.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best games of my career.
Buerhle era diferente, zurdo, con su core, un pitcher que movía las esquinas. Nosotros estábamos juntos, especialmente los abridores. Y creo que eso es lo que te lleva al otro nivel. Porque Garland es un hombre de tu cine. Un cambio buenísimo. Freddy igual. Y entonces creo que nosotros nos juntamos y hacíamos un plan cómo atacar a cada uno de los bateadores.
I mean, I think over my whole career, I was just, give me the ball as long as I can, and I'll take it. If you trust me and got faith in me, I'll go out there and try to get outs.
The 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. Boone swings and misses. A White Sox winner. 1 hour and 39 minutes. This is one of the fastest games I've ever seen.
And Ozzy, he trusts his players. He allows them to go out on the field, do what they're capable of doing, and he just lets it happen. He doesn't try to do too much.
Ozzy, you know, no many managers want to let you go, you know, that far.
Then I always say, no let your pitcher convince you. When you go out there, take him out. Even you're wrong or right, take him out. Don't let him convince you.
Freddy García, he deserves the opportunity to try to get this complete.
No, hell no, you don't want to take me out. I'm finished this game.
Freddy, look at me go, kid, I'm gonna let you down.
It's confident, you know, your manager give it to you. So we take advantage, you know. You get confident, you take advantage, and you know, you perform.
He took the 3 guys out.
Gets him, and another win for the White Sox starters. And the White Sox win this one 8-2 and take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series.
We won for like history, you know. We tied that that record.
Otros 4 abridores que están al lado tuyo, tener un bullpen allá en eso que están empujando por ti. Creo que eso es más que la confianza que pueda tener uno. Yo puedo tener la confianza del mundo, pero no, ellos están al lado mío. Hey, yo sí.
José broke the record, so 4 complete games, you know.
And under the raindrops in Anaheim, the Chicago White Sox have won the 2005 American League Championship.
There are very few things I can say with 100% certainty. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say we will never see 4 straight complete games in the future of Major League Baseball. They were dominant starters. I mean, big-time, grizzled veteran starters. And you had a manager in Ozzie Guillen that was willing to let it play out.
You know, coming out of, winning 4 in a row against Anaheim and then, sweeping Boston.
やはりそのいっぱいも引きずることなく、チームとしてしっかりと進めたということと。
Our urgency, for that couldn't be matched. And the urgency came from the history of not winning.
But now to be grown up on the south side of Chicago and the White Sox go, this is unbelievable. This is fantastic. Woo, White Sox!
But we knew, this is it. We have to get this done. Clemens, Pettit, that can easily be loss, loss, loss. You know what I mean? So, we cannot let up for a second.
Ready to go. Game 1 of the World Series, folks. On the pitch to PK. Swinging along with a left. It's going to go. It's a slam. Sox lead 6-4. Light it up.
I'd never heard a stadium that loud. Looking at him, eyes are locked on him, and I'm thinking to myself, what does that man feel like? He just hit a grand slam in Game 2 of the World Series to put his team up by 1. What does that feel like? It's got to be a good feeling.